People keep asking, who is Big Butts 28? It's a mystery. She's an elusive woman in the Discord. Yeah, Paul Chapman, I will be looking at ADA. And let me just say shalom, peace to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I do pray that each one of you is blessed. We have a lot to go over today. Thank you all for being here. Boker Tov, Gerlandia. Sound is not missing, guys. I just don't have background music for my countdown yet. I need to get on that level. See, the thing is, I'm just a country farm boy out here. I'm a tractor trader. Y'all know that. I'm a tractor trader. I'm out there literally on the tractor in the field. Got my phone out, got my trading view out, got my computer in the truck next to me in case I got to go make a quick move. I ain't one of these high-tech guys. All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Thursday morning. It is so beautiful. The rooster is outside. One of the roosters is acting extremely springy. If any of you rooster owners know what I mean, he's out there doing his rooster thing. The sky is blue. It's nice and crisp out. The gardens are looking beautiful. The early vegetables are coming up nicely. It's an awesome day. Praise the Lord. Baruch Hashem. All right, guys, we have a lot of things to talk about in today's live stream. One of the things I really do want to talk about is this new indicator that Market Cipher has put out, the indicator right here known as Market Cipher Dbsi. I want to kind of go over how I've been using this thing. I've been testing it. I've been back testing it. And honestly, it's a really, really awesome indicator. I want to go over how to use it, how to set alerts for it. Also, if a potential trade does come up using it while we're on the stream, I might as well enter the trade. I've got my demo Bybit account pulled up right here. My demo Bybit account pulled up, ready to enter a trade if need be. If need be, so that maybe we can even test this thing live on the air. Okay. Shalom, Jariza 1105. Andy S. Shout out to Andy S. Who I need to make a Andy S. I need to make you a mod again. Because you it says error. Try again. Well, that's weird. Andy S. I wonder why I can't make you a mod, bro. Hang on. Add moderator. Error. And yes, we're gonna have to do this again. Shout out to Ed. Shout out to Eric W from Tennessee. Yes. So, yeah. So before we get into this indicator, I just want to quickly go over some TA, guys. Some TA right now. I'm currently. Whoa. Hang on. Let me close this here. Let me get rid of Telegram. Let me close all these applications here because I don't want notifications going off. During this, but yes, as I was saying, I'm currently in I'm in more than 3 trades, but 3 trades on Bybit. I'm in an XRP trade up 162%, a Bitcoin trade up 63%, an Ethereum trade up 66%. All of these trades are long trades. I do have some potential short trades coming up that I am looking at, that I'm looking to enter. We will talk about that a little bit. Also, I want to talk about if the uptrend continues. Because the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, where should we be looking to get in on these uptrends? I want to talk about that with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB. We can even talk about some other alts if you guys want. But if I pull up my Bitcoin chart here and I just zoom out and real quick turn off the Dbsi, the dual band strength index, pretty sure is what that stands for. I want to go to the daily time frame on Bitcoin and just point out the fact that on the daily time frame, we are showing signs of strength. We have recently seen that the money flow down here on Market Cipher B is starting to get thicker after printing this wave nice and deep and down under the 0 line. And as you can see, we actually just printed, well, we're in the process of printing another green dot on the daily time frame. Now, to me, this is a sign of strength. This is a sign of momentum moving to the upside. And the reason I say that is because we can just look back historically and see when, we get a nice deep wave underneath the 0 line, and then we do print a red dot, and then we print another green dot. That green dot tends to give us much more continuation than just, because even here, this green dot did also give us nothing. It gave us nothing. But when we look at the VWAP, though, this VWAP is very powerful, and the more it can swing up and point to the upside, the more momentum we are typically going to get out of that move. However, we are coming up to some significant resistances, and I want to talk about that right now. So, as many of you know, over the weekend, I guess starting on Monday, because I'm not much of a scalper, right? I like to hold my trades. I like to hold my trades pretty long. These trades, the Ripple trade I've been in for a few days now. This Bitcoin trade, this Ethereum trade, I've been in these trades for a few days now. And I take profit along the way, but I'm not much of a scalper. I don't have the time for that constantly. But, I shorted when Bitcoin came up to this resistance here. I shorted down to this support. And then I actually entered long down here at around 54.5. And I will actually show you the exact entries here that I had, because I posted them in the Discord. So we basically shorted this. Shorted this right here from that resistance. And then when we came down and hit this line, I entered a long. I put my stop loss down at 52,182. And the reason I put my stop loss down there at 52,182 is because that is really the only logical place to put the stop loss, because if I was longing here at this support, I still need to put my stop loss below the last swing low, and this was the last swing low. That was the only responsible place to put the stop loss. So I had to put the stop loss that low. And it's important that when we're entering trades, especially swing trades, if we're looking to hold them for a long time, we really need to put our stop loss in a place that makes sense. So, you know, I entered right here. I had to put my stop loss way down here, and my targets, I had marked them out. You know, we've already hit 2 take profits, but we do have the potential here. And I just want to say, obviously, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only on the YouTubes, but we really do have the potential. If we're able to break through this resistance right here, this is a very, very strong resistance at almost 59,000, then I think we're going to test this level up here at almost about 61,000, and then test this level up here at like 63, around there. If we can close and confirm above this level of 63.5, then I am expecting us to hit a new all-time high for the Bitcoin. So I'm hoping to hold this thing for quite some time. We've already hit 2 take profits. The $59,000 level would be my 3rd take profit. And if we get, because right now I'm kind of treating this as a medium-term trade. First, I was treating it as a scalp. Now I'm treating it as a medium-term trade. And, you know, if we come up and we can get a retest of this and bounce off with momentum, I'll be looking at this as a swing trade to potentially even hit a new all-time high. So that's kind of where my mind is at with Bitcoin. And let me just remove some of these levels here because I don't think they're important to me anymore. They were take profit levels there. This green line down here is kind of acting as the support and resistance in between these 2 daily levels. And so this is the daily time frame, looking quite nice in my opinion, especially if we can get above this. But also, guys, don't get me wrong, I'm also looking for rejections off of these levels. Not so much the 63.5 level. I feel like if we come here, I'm very hesitant to short, only because when price gets near all-time highs, it becomes a little bit more risky in my mind. But yeah, definitely would be looking to short a rejection. And currently has actually some sell orders set up in one of my Bybit accounts, waiting for that in case it does happen. If we go to the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, we can also see that we are still showing strength, right? We were forming, you could say this was kind of like a bull flag, and then we were trading for a number of hours in this downward channel, and now we're breaking out of it. We still have strength on the 4-hour Market Cipher B. You can see that the VWAP was about to go down. It's like, nope, just kidding. Now it's back up. The waves are getting nice and thick here, and the RSIs are pointing up again, which is a sign of strength, because remember, the RSIs are really just signs of strength. Shout out to Super Googly in the chat, who says, how many years of wages should you have before you would consider quitting your job? I know you are doing this and farming, but would be great if you could share your insight if you had a job before. Thank you, Super Googly, for the super chat. Guys, I've been blessed by the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth. I have not had a job since 2013. I was a Starbucks barista, believe it or not. So I know a thing or two about making a latte. Now, I'm one of them southern folk, all right? But I know a thing or two about making a nice latte, or a nice upside-down Americano, or a macchiato. I know a thing or two. Right? I could even make you a frappuccino. But here's the thing. The Lord has really blessed me in a sense where even out of high school, I didn't even graduate high school because, well, I technically, I never got my diploma. But I was in a band, and I did that. That was my job. And then I went through a weird phase where I had a job at Starbucks, and then I started a business. And that business, the Lord blessed it abundantly. And so I never really had to have a real job. And then after that, I got into this, and this is now pretty much what I'm doing. So I got into crypto a long time ago. Man, I see God's hand in all of it, because I literally took all my life savings, everything I had, and put it into crypto in 2016, before the massive bull run. And in hindsight, that was the stupidest thing I ever could have done. But the Lord had grace upon me, and I got out enough at the right time as well, in order to get a piece of land. So I don't know, Super Googly. I really don't have a normal life, and so I apologize for that, man. But I would say, if you want to get into doing something more self-sufficient, pray about it. Ask the Lord for guidance. He definitely will open the right doors. All right. What was I talking about? I was talking about Bitcoin. Yeah. I was talking about the Bitcoin. So here's the thing. Bitcoin right now is I'm looking at it, potentially to hit a new all-time high if we're able to get above these resistances. And if we're not able to get above these resistances, then there's no reason why we shouldn't be looking to short these resistances. There's absolutely no reason why. We could have actually shorted basically twice off of this this area of resistance right here in the past, since the beginning of May, right? In the past week, we could have actually entered two shorts from here. And I'm just kind of looking at it right now. Well, here, let me turn on VPVR and kind of see if we can get the range here. Yeah, really, guys, between the 61K and 52.9, around 53K, this is like the range that we're currently trading in. And of course, we have a high volume node right here at about 59K. We have another high volume node right here where we're currently getting resistance. And so yeah, why not look to short these resistances back down to the bottom of the range and then long the bottom of the range, because there's no reason to try and trade a breakout if we're not going to break out. But if you're already in a swing trade, then I also don't have a problem, as many of you know, shorting these resistances while I'm also holding my swing trade, because I've already taken a lot of profit out of these trades here. This Bitcoin trade has already hit 2 take profits. The XRP trade has hit 1 take profit. And so if I get a short opportunity here, I will take that short and keep my long open, which I do quite often. I do that quite often. In fact, the other day, let me see here. It was quite interesting, because I was long and short at the same time. And right here, when we got that massive wick on Bybit, right? We got the massive wick on Bybit. I was in a long and a short at the same time. And so this was the short. The Bitcoin short was up 20%. The Bitcoin long was up 56%. And then when we got that massive wick, the Bitcoin short went up to 74%. The Bitcoin long went all the way down to 7%. So crazy. And then like a second later, they just shifted right back to where they were. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with longing and shorting at the same time if you're in a swing trade, and then a shorter term. I don't want to call it a scalp trade, because I'm not a scalper. I'm not on there in the 1 minute playing that thing up and down like a fretboard, sweep picking and all that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with Bitcoin. To sum it all up, I'm really just looking to short resistances, long supports, in the swing trade with the hopes of just holding this thing because of the momentum we're getting on the daily time frame. The 4-hour time frame I also see has a lot of strength. So if you're not currently long and you're looking to get into a long, Well, first of all, if you're not in a trade at all, the first trade I'd be looking for is a short from one of these areas of resistance. Okay, and if you're looking for a long, well, honestly, the only long trade that I could really see that right now, because you could have longed this bull flag breakout, but right now the only thing I would really see is if we come up and we claim this resistance as support and we get a retest of that support, and Market Cipher is showing us momentum in the upward direction, right? We want to see that we have Market Cipher giving us momentum in the upward direction. What do I mean by that? I mean we want to see VWAP pointing upward. We want to see, especially on the lower time frames, we want to see that we are printing momentum waves, higher and higher. But yes, let me take a look at Ethereum quickly, and then some other things. And then we'll get into the Market Cipher indicator, because that is quite interesting, quite interesting. Really, the way it works is it's giving you the strength of the bullish strength on the bottom and the bearish strength on the top, and it goes on a scale from -5 to 28. Basically, you're just weighing the two sides like a scale. If the bottom number is higher than the top number, then that's a bullish candle. And if the top number is higher than the lower number, that's a bearish candle. And it works on all time frames, but it's really interesting because you can actually see the flip. You can see when we're hitting a bottom on the higher time frames. It's very interesting. Look at this. So technically, we were experiencing on the 4-hour time frame this correction, right? We were heading down, and as we were heading down, we can see that in general, the top numbers are much higher than the bottom numbers. We had much more bearish strength than we did bullish strength. This candle, 11 bear strength, -4 bull strength. 15 bear strength, -5 bull strength. 10 bear strength, -3 bull strength. And then when we come down here, we can see that we get this flip right here, where now we have the bull strength is no longer negative. It's actually flipped to positive, and the bear strength has flipped to 0, telling us there's a possible reversal happening here. The very next candle, the bull strength is 15, and the bear strength is -5. So we see a very clear flip right here, where we could have entered right here on this candle based only on the Dbsi. Of course, you want to find confluence, but look at the confluence. We get a flip on the Dbsi while we're also printing a green trigger wave. And this is the 4-hour time frame. So this is just a powerful, powerful layer of confluence to use, and it works on all time frames. It works even on, technically on the 3-minute time frame. I was testing this, and it seems you can really you could squeeze some profit out. And Raul Tabek asks, does the number keep on changing as the candle grows? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But the thing is, and I haven't really figured out how it changes on these higher time frames. The lower time frames, you can see it changing much faster. You can see it changing much faster. For example, we're down on the 1 minute, and we can see that we have more bear strength than bull strength right here. It looks like we just got a nice flip on the 1 minute, where look, the bull strength was really high, and then all of a sudden we started to get this flip on these right around here, and what do you know? We're coming down. We're coming down. We get the flip right around this red trigger wave is when the flip starts, right? Right. In fact, yeah, on the exact candle that the flip starts, where we're starting to get significantly more bearish strength than bullish strength. We're also printing the red trigger wave, and then we start to come down massively. And see, right now this candle's printing. It has 13 bear strength, -3 bull strength. And I don't know, are bears or bulls, are they equally strength animals? I'm not really sure. But we might be able to see this actually change. I find that in general, the way that I've been looking at this is you're not just looking at one candle, but we want to look at the previous few candles. We want to look at the overall trend, because we can see coming up here, the bull strength is quite strong. The bear strength is extremely weak. As we get higher up, we can start to see the bear strength start to overtake the bull strength, okay? It's starting to overtake the bull strength here. We're looking at Market Cipher B for confluence. And so then when we do get a candle printing something like this, right, where we have much more bear strength than bull strength, we can take that much more seriously than just some random candle. Now, again, this next candle is showing us lots of bear strength and very little bull strength. And so now we've confirmed that we're in this downward, I don't want to call it a trend, but it's on the 1 minute. So yeah, downward trend on the 1 minute. And what we'll be waiting for now is we will be waiting for things to kind of flip, right? We'll be waiting for the bear strength to come down and then the bull strength to go up. So, yeah, we'll be waiting for this bull strength to come up. And of course, like all indicators, guys, we need to have confluence, right? We need to have confluence, but this candle right now is telling us that we have lots of bear strength. It's telling us we have 17 bear strength, -3 bull strength. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. Curious. I am curious. Now, we're looking at Market Cipher B, and this is the 1 minute, but the VWAP is looking like it's starting to bottom out here. Like it's going to start to curve back up. And, you know, we can also see that money flow is looking like it's about to curve back up. We see this very clear direction here. We see this very clear direction. And so I would like to look and see, you know, what is going to happen right here. Okay, that candle had 17 bear strength, -3 bull strength. Let's see what's happening with this candle here. 15 and -4. Oh, now 5 and 4. Okay, see, you can see the numbers changing. You can see the numbers changing. And you know, the fact that they're flickering like that gives me some hope. You know, gives me some hope, y'all. Drinking some black coffee over here. Drinking some black coffee. But, you know, for me, all these things are giving me bullish confirmations right now. And, of course, you know, I'm only using Market Cipher right now. I'm not using any levels of support and resistance. This is a 1 minute chart. I have no idea what's... okay, so... So yeah, so you know, we can see what happened with that one, right? Yeah, so I would like to see a candle confirm, and I'd like to see this VWAP come back to the upside. Yeah, interesting. Oh, Alejandro, how do you change the candle scale? You just like zoom in with if you have a Mac, like with 2 fingers, the way you do that, and then you can like do this on the side, and then also on the bottom you can make them fat and skinny. You can make them you know, super fat, right? They eat like 7 donuts for breakfast every day with a coffee full of sugar, and yeah, it's real bad. Or you can put them on keto. You put them on keto, where they pretty much just all they do is eat butter and like meat, and they don't eat carbs, and you don't know how they go to the bathroom, but they feel great. They feel great. They look great. They're shredded. Yeah, that's how you do it here. You know, this is the 1 minute time frame, But I would say this, guys. I would say this. Right now, it is interesting to see that this lower number now is a -2 instead of a -3 or a -4. Perhaps we might be seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. Perhaps we may be. Josh Burson says to use the hike in a she. Oh man, really hike in a she? I'm not a big fan. Ugh. Hang on, if I'm going to use hike in a she, let me at least make them a beautiful color for you guys. I can't just have green and red candles. This is not Christmas, okay? This is not. I don't even celebrate Christmas. So now it's interesting. We're starting to get positive numbers here. We're starting to get positive numbers. Oh, because this is hike in a she. So hike in a she gives you different numbers. Interesting. So I could see why hike in a she would be. I can see why hike in a she would be more beneficial. Because if you're on the lower time frames like this and you're trying to get a move on the 1 minute. Then definitely this is helping you identify those trends, right? It's definitely helping you identify the trends. And so let's see here. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, now look at this. We're getting some bullish strength right here on this candle, some bullish strength. And it looks like Market Cipher B is about to print a nice trigger wave right here on the 1 minute time frame. We've gotten the flip. We've gotten this flip. So what should we do? Should we wait for this candle to confirm? I've been looking at this mostly on the higher time frames, but yeah, let's wait for this thing to confirm. I want to see a green trigger wave printing on the 1 minute, and then I'm gonna actually just enter a trade, because why not? A small trade, guys. Small trade. I want to see if we can actually do this live. Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, Ted. I'll enter 100x long. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll enter 100x long. Yeah, but this looks like now that we're not getting the trigger wave. We didn't get the trigger wave. Now that flip turned out to not be a flip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at Ethereum. Then we're going to come back to this, guys. I'm going to take a look at Ethereum. We're going to come back to this. Let me get off the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame freaks me out. Let's get back to my trusty old 4 hour time frame where everything still looks good. Everything's nice and bullish on the 4 hour time frame. We just had the flippening over here. Let me pull up Ethereum. Okay. Wow, look at Ethereum, guys. So Ethereum is one of these coins that's been very respectful of these fib levels. Now look at what happened here. Now yesterday in the Discord, I had an interesting ordeal over here where we were forming a diamond pattern, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna short this. Why not? Why not short this? Right? We're breaking out of what I thought was a breakdown, and I said, you know what? I could see everything coming down here on the 1 hour time frame. We're printing this red dot on the 1 hour as we're breaking out of this diamond pattern. Why not short this? Why not short it? So I shorted it, right? And guess what? Totally wrecked. Just kidding. I wasn't wrecked. I was still in an Ethereum long while I shorted this, and I figured, hey, what the heck? It's either going to be a very small loss or a decent scalp. So either way, it was a good decision. And then on the other side of that coin, I decided, okay, I'm going to try and long this diamond breakout, right? And so these were my targets here that I posted up in here. We can see that these are fib levels, right? Fib extension levels. And they're actually in between these orange lines. These orange lines are fib extensions from a much larger retracement. And then right here, these are fib extensions from a smaller retracement. So it's interesting that I have fib levels within fib levels, and look at what happened, how the price respects these levels just so much. We break out of the diamond, and we come up to this first fib extension after the breakout, and what happens immediately? We get a rejection. Then we come up, we come all the way up perfectly to the target that I was talking about in between the 618 extension and this orange line, and then we get a nice rejection all the way back down to this fib extension perfectly. And now we're coming back up, and unfortunately I was not paying attention. I should have added to my position when I saw that we were coming down to these fib levels, but I did not. But as far as Ethereum goes right now, the next resistance that we really have ahead of us is this $3,561.30, okay? 30 cents, not $3,561.31. No. 30 cents on the dot. And so obviously if we're able, I shouldn't say obviously, but hopefully if we're able to come up and not reject off of this fib extension level. See, this is an area, this fib extension level right here, this zone in between the 618 extension, which is $3,541.10, and then this fib extension orange line, which is $3,562.20. We should be looking for a rejection off of here for a potential short entry, which, by the way, guys, my Ethereum shorts for the past 2 weeks or so have been either break even or in a small loss, because Ethereum is not playing by the rules. Ethereum lives life on the edge. Dangerous. A bad boy. Your parents don't like it when you take him home. He doesn't knock on the door. He stands outside on his motorcycle and he beeps, beep, beep. He doesn't talk to your parents. He's a rebel, okay? Doesn't play by the rules, okay? That's how Ethereum is. And so I'm looking either for a rejection. Be very careful if you're shorting Ethereum these days. The bearish divergences have not been playing out. I mean, we see them clearly forming. These massive bearish divergences have to play out someday, guys. They have to, but they haven't been yet. So, potentially, if we come up and bust through here, nice. Bitcoin is printing a 3-hour green dot right now. If we come up here, I would like to see, something like a retest. If you're looking to get long on Ethereum. That's the thing. If you're looking to get long on Ethereum, it never hurts to wait for a good entry. And what constitutes a good entry? Well, do some technical analysis, find some levels that are respected, and wait for price to retrace back to those areas. And never FOMO in, right? Never FOMO in. Like right now, in my mind, I'm not saying that you won't make money doing it. I'm sure a lot of people do make money FOMOing in. But in my experience, if I see this happening, and I think to myself, oh no, I'm going to miss my chance, and Ethereum's going to come up all the way up here. If I go ahead and click buy on Bybit, this will definitely just happen, okay? It will happen. I will say, okay, I'm not gonna sell because I'm holding this and I know it's gonna go back up. And finally, I'm like, all right, I need to get out of this trade. And as soon as I get out, whoop. So instead of going through all that, just wait until the price comes down a little bit. All right, right now, look at that. We're getting a little purpley, a little perp, happening right here, right off that 618 extension. Give it some time, guys. Give it some time. But if we go to the 4-hour and we zoom out and we just look at things from a more zoomed out perspective here, I mean, isn't it just so amazing how respected these fib levels are, guys? They're so respected. They're no joke. I mean, every time we come to one of these fib levels, like this one right here, it's perfect consolidation here. Flipping support resistance. Again, it happens at this fib extension. We come up to this fib extension. We break out, we get a perfect retest, a bounce, a perfect retest, a bounce, reject off this fib level, come down, bounce off of this fib extension level, come back up, reject off this fib extension level. If you can mark out some good levels, guys, then you will be able to, shout out to Left Hook from Hell, his rapper name is Lil Perp, then you will be able to enter good trades. Just long the support, short the resistances. And guys, if you want to learn how to do this stuff in extreme detail, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. The goal, this is a course. The goal of this course is to give you the skills and the knowledge and the confidence that you need to be a profitable trader. Because confidence is a big thing, guys. If you are not confident entering your trades, you're going to freak out and second guess yourself. You're not going to be able to go to sleep with trades open like this. I slept with these trades open. I'm totally confident. I'm totally confident in these trades. I've already made my money on them. You know, worst case is I make less money than I potentially could. But this will walk you through everything you need to know. Even if you've never looked at a chart before, how to use TradingView, how to draw trend lines, time frames, support and resistance, and volume and channels and Fibonacci, and identifying breakouts versus fakeouts. We go through Market Cipher, 3 sessions on how to use Market Cipher to find those perfect entries. And then I actually give you 4 now, trading strategies that I use and many other people use. So if you're interested, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a link in the description of the vid, and I can drop in there a coupon in the chat. The coupon will work today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me drop this coupon in the chat there. And you might have to type it in. You might not want to copy and paste it. You might just want to type it in. Yes, Andrew, you can pay for the course in Bitcoin, by the way. Fernando Manzanilla, I didn't eat anything today, guys. I do intermittent fasting, all right? I do intermittent fasting. I don't eat. I usually eat 1 meal a day. It's usually at night. It's usually a huge meal, at least 3,500 calories on a day that I'm not eating a lot. And I work out hard in the morning, powerlifting, squats, heavy, 1 rep maxes, deadlifts, volume workouts, farmers walks, all this crazy stuff. Outside all day, in the field, in the garden, with the animals, right? I don't eat. And guess what? I feel great. I feel great. And then at the end of the day, I eat a giant old meal, big old fat belly, go to sleep, feeling good. Wake up the next morning, feeling good, ready to go. It's a great way to live life, guys. You should try it out. I'm telling you. So yeah, for Ethereum, these are the next targets, guys. Assuming that the uptrend continues, these are the next targets. And let me just, because people are asking if I can redraw these things, so let me come over to the object tree, and let me, my trend-based fib extension, I'm going to lock this thing on. I'm going to hide it for us. And I'm actually going to lock all these lines here because I don't want them to get moved. So I'm going to lock these things. Yeah, I'm going to lock them. And there's multiple ways to draw fibs, guys. There's multiple ways to draw fibs. And let me just point out, Ethereum right now on the 4-hour is printing another green trigger wave, guys, on this purple candle. So that's a very strong thing. A very strong thing. The 3-hour, same deal. The 2-hour, same deal. The VWAP looking a little weak on the 2-hour, but that's to be expected because of the purple candle. The 1-hour, VWAP looking not so weak, not so strong, but you know, we just had a nice tight trigger wave here close to the 0 line. The way we're going to draw our fibs, and the purpose of fibs, guys, is to measure and extrapolate and predict where price is going to go, where it's going to bounce off of, and where it is going to reach. And the way we're going to get these fib extensions is we're going to come here to trend-based fib extension. And we're going to find a swing low, and we're going to find a swing high. That's very important. We need to find swing lows and swing highs. So for Ethereum, to obtain the targets that I'm looking at here with these orange lines, what I did was I took the fib extension from this swing low down here to this swing high up here, and then I pulled it back down to this swing low here, okay? So the way we're going to do it is we need 3 points. We need a swing low, a swing high, and then a swing low in the uptrend, right? In the uptrend, we need to have swing lows and swing highs in order to extrapolate, because the price is never going to go straight up like this, right? It's going to go up and then retrace, and then up and then retrace, and up and retrace. And the purpose of the fib is to measure the retracement and then extrapolate where the price is going to go to in the future. And so that's why we need 3 points. So you're going to take your tool out, you're going to whip out your fib, aka your tool, aka your trend-based fib extension. You're going to find a swing low. You're going to click your mouse there. You're going to find a swing high. You're going to click your mouse there. And then you're going to pull it down to the swing low, the bottom of that retracement. Now, I'm not sure if this is the exact fib retracement that I pulled in order to get these levels. In fact, it looks like it's not. But that's okay, because you can pull these fibs from multiple places. You can pull the fibs from multiple places to obtain different targets. What was the one that I actually did pull? Let me see here. It couldn't have been that one, I don't think. Perhaps it was that one. Was it this swing high that I pulled it from? Yes. Yeah, it was this, guys. It was this. So I pulled it from this swing low down here, February 27th, at $1,288.30, up to this swing high up here at $25.67, back down to this swing low where we got the bounce off of this resistance at about 1928. 1928 was a great year. That's the year that Thomas Edison invented the first personal computer. Okay, it was the first MacBook Pro back then in 1928. And this gives us targets that we can shoot for, right? Targets that we can shoot for. And I don't think it's any coincidence that when we start to see patterns forming, like this diamond pattern, and we just draw a trend line, a trend line to measure the breakout of the diamond, it's pretty much lining up very close to a fib level as well. So we're going to use these fibs to find confluence with other things that are happening on the charts. And this fib that I drew here is a different fib that I pulled from this swing low down here at 28.46 to this swing high up here, and then back down to the bottom of the diamond. And this is giving us some other fib extensions that are from different fib pulls, and you can see that they kind of line up as well, right? Like the diamond breakout comes to the perfect one-to-one extension, and then we see that this fib target right up here is right in between two fib targets right here. So this, what it does is it gives us a general zone. It gives us like not an exact price, but we can say, okay, my target is going to be somewhere up here. Now, I find personally, guys, that the more data you're fitting into your fib pulls, the more those levels will be respected. Okay, the fib pull that I pulled from February up until now, you can see how much price respects these levels. Like, it very much so respects these levels. Look at this daily candle. It traded perfectly between these two fib levels. So that's kind of how the fibs work. And so if Ethereum is able to break out above this resistance with strength, then, you know, I would like to see a retest, and if we continue with strength, come up higher. It's important to note, guys, that on the daily time frame, we are printing the red dot, the red diddly doot, as it's called in my language. Okay, the red diddly doot. It's important to notice also that whenever we do confirm the red diddly doots, we do come down. We do come down. So if this thing gets confirmed, I would be looking, honestly, guys, I would really be looking for Ethereum to come down at least to 3209, potentially even 2915. And let me just pull up something that I have here in the Discord, where I was just kind of thinking about things and looking at this, okay, where we can see that this is the fib extension level. We can see that we've been rejecting off of this. This is you know, a while ago. This is the 2-day time frame, guys, and I think I did this 2 days ago. This is a 2-day time frame, so we've been unable to come up above so far this 3561 level. If we do print the red dot on the daily and we come down a place that I have my interest on is this fib extension level at 29.26. And the reason for that is because we were unable to break above this trend line here, right? See this trend line that I drew on the 2-day time frame where I'm just connecting the wicks of these 2-day candles. We finally break out of the trend line. This would give us a perfect retest of the trend line. And it not only would it give us a retest of the trend line, it would give us a retest of the 786 fib extension level, which was acting as a resistance that we broke through, that would be acting as a support. So I would say a very strong support is the fib level at 29.26. If we come down there, I'm definitely looking to add to my position if I see that we are showing signs of a reversal, if we're getting the bullish divergences down there. JB Pennick says, I bet you use Cubase instead of Pro Tools. And Brew Baby says, yeah, you're right. Al Gore was the one who invented the the MacBook back in 1928. You're right, I forgot. Yeah, that was also when he invented the internet. Yeah, so shout out to James McCullen. So yeah, this is what I've got my eyes on, guys, and really, we are so overextended. We are just so overextended here. I mean, look at this. This is a 2-day time frame. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 12 days of blue candles on Ethereum. That's insane. That really is insane, guys. And price doesn't go straight up. We need to have a retracement here. We need to have a retracement. So keep your eyes out on that level, guys. Right here. This would be a nice, healthy retracement. A nice, healthy retracement in this uptrend. And if that is the case, where we do get that retracement, then we can pull a fib extension from a swing low to a swing high to a swing low. And we can get maybe some potentially more targets. And look, they just line up. They line up with each other very, very well. Very, very well. It's so interesting to see that. Fibs are fun to play with, guys. Fibs are super fun to play with. Even regular old fib retracements are super fun to play with, where you can find levels. If you see that we're starting to dump, let me come down to let me go to a blank chart. Well, let me look at XRP. Sorry, guys, ADHD over here. Let me look at XRP. XRP's been sending ripples down my spine, guys. XRP has been sending those ripples down my spine. So this is my XRP long that I've got open right now currently on Bybit. And guys, if you don't have Bybit, you can click the link in the description of the video. You can start earning a whole bunch of bonuses by signing up and all the stuff that all the other Bybit YouTubers tell you about. Okay? Up to $1,600, all that. Yeah, if you want to support me and support the channel and you don't have Bybit, you could sign up with my link. Get some bonuses. So these are my take profit levels on XRP. Obviously my first one was right here at this 618 fib extension. My second one was up here at the 786 fib extension. And I'm sorry, is this this is just a regular fib that I pulled from the swing high to the swing low. So this is not actually a fib extension. This is just a let me make sure it's perfect here. This is just a fib that I pulled upside down, which I do often as well. And, we've already hit 2 of these take profits. And so, honestly, guys, for me, right now, with this ripple long that I'm in, I'm gonna hide this fib pull here. That way we can see a cleaner chart. Lock it, hide it. Lock it and hide it. That's what you got to do with your fib. You got to lock it and hide it. Lock and load it. You don't want it to fire off in the holster, okay? Because it could really do some damage. It could do some damage. It can hold a lot of rounds, that fib. It can hold a lot of rounds, and really, so this is now acting as our support right here. In fact, let me lock and hide this long position too. This is acting as our support. For me, I'm in the trade. I took profit here. I took profit up here. If we lose this support, then I will be closing for sure the trade before we get back to my starting point. I'm not going to let that happen, right? I've already got a stop loss. Even though this long position shows the stop loss is down here, I'm actually going to close the trade out if we come down and touch this support right here. Because for me, that is a very, very strong support. And if we lose it, then if we just turn on our volume indicator here, we can see that if we lose this support right down here, then we have a very, very significant drop to the next high volume node, which would be about $1.06. And I don't want to drop, so I'm getting out here. This for me is where I exit the trade. We've hit our next take profit. The reason my third take profit is up here is because you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there is a high volume node up there where we had a little spike in volume up toward these highs, and so that's where I'm setting my third take profit. And then again, my fourth take profit, if I'm still in the trade there, I'd probably be adding more to the position if I feel that the trend is going to continue, would be up here, and this is just based on a fib extension level at $2.25. And I do feel that we actually do have the potential to reach the $2.25 ripple in this wave to the upside. I mean, we came down, we had a massive pump, right? We had the retracement, and if we do pull out our regular fib from the swing low to the swing high, we can see that we got our bounce perfectly off the 618, the golden ratio, right? The 618, and then a little bit below there. We got a bounce perfectly off the golden ratio, which is a good sign, right? That usually the 618 or the 786 usually says we're at the end of the retracement, anywhere between the 0.5 and the 786 in my mind. And then we come up, we reclaim this high volume node as support. We retest the support. And then we come up. That to me is very bullish. We're getting on the 4-hour time frame the money flow crossover right at the support. We're getting this nice direction where we're printing double bottom snake eyes on the 4-hour and then consecutively higher waves. Potentially this, if we get this 4-hour red dot here, this could send us back down a little bit. This could send us back down. If this is the Earth and this, well, hang on, I'm sorry. If this is the Earth and then this is the moon up here, it could send us back down, maybe not to Earth, but maybe to the stratosphere, the ionosphere, maybe to the Van Allen radiation belts. And you don't have to worry about the Van Allen radiation belts if you don't know that they exist, by the way. I don't know if people knew that, but if you don't know that something dangerous exists, then it won't hurt you. Most people don't know that. But it's a scientific fact, proven by. I won't go there. Anyway, I'm sorry. Shout out to anybody who actually knows what I'm talking about. If we, sorry. So man, didn't mean to go there, guys. Not trying to get this channel blacklisted. So yeah, if we print this red dot, that does concern me, only because then we would have this downward direction still on Market Cipher. But I have a feeling we might, could red dot it and then green dot it like this. Shout out to Rico Poso Edme. The Flav says, I'm a biased patriot. Y'all know I'm a biased patriot. I love America. I love America because of my favorite person in the world is George W. My favorite conservative. His honesty, his integrity. Would I say the ETH climb is an indication of the parabolic phase? Are you talking about, Cam, the parabolic phase of the bull market, or Coleman Myers cracking me up? I mean, it's definitely a parabolic move, man. So we do need to come down eventually. I mean, we can't just go up. Everyone knows the song that CryptoFace plays when he's making his millions over there, If it goes up, it's going to come down. It's just, when is it going to come down? I mean, Ethereum has not been playing by the rules. So anyway, long story short for Ripple, if we come down to this support, I'm out. If we come down to this support and show that we're getting a bounce, I will actually add to my position. If we come up here, I will, be taking some profit out again, and then letting the rest ride is like a moonbag to see how high we can get with this thing, just to see how high we can get. And the thing I like about Bybit is, you can take profit out along the way, and it still shows you your original percent that you made, so you don't have to worry about the percent going down, because there's something good, right? It strokes the ego when you've already taken maybe 15, 70, 80% of your position out, but you still see that high number, right? That high percent, okay? But we have to remember, guys, nobody ever went broke taking profits. That's why I set take profit levels. Because here's the thing, I'm guaranteed right now to be in profit. Guaranteed. There is no way that I could lose this trade. Even if it comes all the way down to this stop loss, there's no way I could lose the trade. It's just impossible. The only way I could lose this trade is if I kept my position open with no stop loss forever, and Ripple comes all the way down like to here. Okay, that's literally the only reason I could lose money on this trade. And so if you're locking it in, lock it in. Take 30% out here. Take 30% out here. You only got 40% left in the trade. That's okay. Put your stop loss to break even. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's a make money consistently thing. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with the Ripple right now. Let's go to the daily time frame on Ripple. Getting this nice green trigger wave continuation pattern. I think this shows a lot of strength here. A lot of strength. Here's why. Because we see a clear direction. We printed this big old bottom. We're coming up. We see clear direction. Money flow getting thick on the daily. And as I come to the daily, we can see the daily candles creeping up. If we go down to the 1 hour, let's take a look here. Okay. A little signs of weakness here on the 1 hour, but I'm not too concerned. Looks like we're just consolidating here. And like I said, guys, I'm not a scalper, so I'm not like the guys. Shout out to the guys in the Discord. If you join the Discord, we have some people in here doing the craziest TA, guys. Doing the craziest TA in here. Like people doing the craziest TA. All up in here. And people in here are like pulling fibs on like the 30-second time frame. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. But people are doing like the craziest, like I'm long and everyone else is short because they're like scalping this thing up and down. I'm over here on my tractor planting the Bitcoin. Okay, so let's get back into some other stuff here. I want to take a look at ADA also. Let's take a look at ADA because as many of you know, I'm a big fan of the Cardano. I'm a huge fan of Cardano. I like the name Dan, and I have a car. And I like the letter O. Okay, so Cardano is, recently just broke this this resistance. And let me quickly just go to the weekly time frame for Cardano here. And I just want to mark out some levels quick. So we've got this massive support right here, just on the weekly time frame. I'm going to make this thing yellow. That's a weekly level there. And then I would say, obviously, this right here is our weekly level that we just broke out of. We were unable. We wick, right? Can't get through there. Now we have this massive week bursting out of resistance. Shout out to SQUI, Bonfire Token, potential decentralized social media platform with NFT showroom and an ecosystem based around token end of year, 80 million market cap, 120,000 holders. Sounds cool. Maybe we should all check that out, guys. Yeah. Disinfect hand gel. I'm all about the fundamentals. I like the letter O and the letter A, and I have a car, so therefore Cardano must be doing pretty well. So let's set up some levels and let's do some top-down analysis here. So on the daily time frame, I would say that we probably could put a level right here. Okay, I would put a level right here on the daily time frame. The reason being, we don't have a lot of price action up here, but we can clearly see we wick, and then we break through, retest, off to the races. And so right now, these would be the levels that I would really be keeping my eyes on. Let us put on a volume indicator and just take a look at some highs here and see if we can find any confluence. Okay, well, let me move this up like this here. Okay, so we can see that we have our point of control, the highest volume node right here. So this is the old range, guys. This is the old range. So, okay, let me make this line red and label it point of control here. And then the old range, this is the value area high right here of the old range, and then this is the value area low of the old range. We can see that we're getting actually a lot of, if I hide these weekly levels here, hang on, whoa, Charlie. All right, there we go. Okay, so if I hide these weekly levels, where's the weekly? Those weekly levels. Aha! Lock and hide. Lock and hide your levels, guys. You don't want to get pulled over at a checkpoint, and if your levels aren't locked and hidden, you could find yourself in some trouble. So this was the old range that we were trading in since you could say February 24th, right? Literally trading this range based on volume. We come up, we reject off the high of the range, we come down, bounce off the low, reject off the high, come down, consolidate at the point of control, reject off the high, bounce off the low, come up, we get the breakout, okay? We get the breakout. So this is the previous range now. And so we could be looking now to see us coming into another range once we kind of figure out what's going to happen with this giant daily candlestick that's printing here. So we don't have any price action up here to tell us what's going to happen. So instead of that, what we need to do is recognize this area right here as our very strong support. Okay, because this is the in my mind, this is the high of the range that we were looking at, right? The high of the range, which, and also a daily level that we drew by eye. So this area right here is clearly our support. Now what I want to do is I want to pull out my Fibonacci, right? My Fibonacci, and let's pull it out. Let's do our trend-based fib extension. Actually, let's just pull out a regular fib first, and let's take it from this high down to this low, just to see what we got going on here. Yeah, I'm gonna do the trend-based fib extension here, guys. Trend-based fib extension. Shout out to Jerry RC 310R. Look at the Bitcoin 2-day and 3-day on Market Cipher, please. CryptoFace looked at it, but he didn't elaborate. He just said it looked nice. Sure, I can do that, bro. All right, so I'll Well, we've been trading in this range, so I would say that this then is the swing low before we came into the range. And we'll pull it up to here, that high. And we'll pull it down to here. And interesting, guys. So I think this would give us some nice targets to look for here. Some nice targets to look at. For sure. So, if we continue in the uptrend, then I would mark a level here at $1.78, a level here at $2. Then, the next target would be up here at 233, 33, 322, 33, and 322. No. Okay, so $2.33. I'm signaling, guys, 33, 322. If anyone's down with the handshake. Okay. Now, yeah, these are basically the levels that I'd be looking at. So we just hit the one. We hit that first one. Let me remove this fib now. And so we have a very strong support here, and then these would be the levels that I'd be looking at now. I'm a big hodler of ADA. I'm not actually actively trading it. I'm just always accumulating it. So I believe it has much upward potential. But what I would be looking for now is a pump, a massive pump like what we had. It seems to be that we trade a range and then we get a massive pump and then we trade in the range. That seems to be the pattern. So look for a pump, right? And then look for us to start to trade in a range like this. And that's honestly kind of the best way to do it because, if you're always waiting for a breakout, most of the time they don't happen. So, you could have tried to break this out, up, come down, try to break out, up, come down, try to break out, up, come down. You could have just had 3 nice shorts, Nice shorts, not the kind that fall down in front of people, but it is pretty interesting to watch. And if we go to the 1 hour time frame, look at this, guys. Look at how these fib levels are just so respected. Is this not just a beautiful, delicious jelly donut that your grandmother bought you from Dunkin' Donuts? And you tried to tell her you don't want the donut, Grandma, because I'm trying to eat healthy, right? Like, I know sugar is really bad for your immune system, and I don't want to get sick, and I don't want to get diabetes, and I don't want to live like your average American, fat and sick and nearly dead and all that. I want to be a little bit healthier, right? Give me a nice salad. She's like, no, honey, you gotta eat your donuts. She talks like that. You gotta eat your donuts. And I got a friend, Dolores. She eats the donuts. All right. And so you eat it anyway for your grandma's sake, right? You eat it anyway. You figure, I'll burn it off tomorrow. So this is just that juicy, nice, jelly, sugar-filled, high fructose corn syrup donut. You know what I'm saying? Blaise Katensede Baby says, what do you think about the altcoin season index? It looks like it's topping out. Yeah, could be. I mean, the thing is, guys, the higher we get in this market, right? The higher we get up in this bull market, the more bearish things are happening, right? I mean, it's just true. We've been seeing bearishness creep in. The bear's creeping, right? The bear's creeping, hiding behind the garage, hiding behind the shed, hiding behind the garbage can, right? It's out there. You're out there. It's out there. We out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? And it's just creeping. It's just creeping, that thing. I mean, look at the Bitcoin, right? Look at the Bitcoin. Go to the 2-day. Here's what CryptoFace was saying looks nice on the 2-day. I think I didn't see him say that, but the 2-day, we got the nice low tight wave, and we got the VWAP pointing to the upside. If we go to the 3-day, let's go to the 3-day here. I mean, we just got a really nice tight on the zero line trigger wave here yesterday. I mean, that's looking nice, right? I mean, that's looking nice. I mean, we get those tight on the zero line triggers on the 3-day. I mean, we could potentially hit a new all-time high. Now, that being said, guys, right now, looks like we have the potential to come down and form a red trigger wave right here. Sorry, I just can't contain myself sometimes, but we've been seeing these divergences playing out. I mean, really, guys, look at this. Like, we've been seeing a massive divergence playing out here, okay, on the 3-day. Bearish. Okay? I mean, massive, right? I don't think we've ever seen this. Shout out to Edgar Me. How do I change the color of my candles, Edgar Me? What you're going to do is you're going to right-click anywhere, go to settings, then right here you just change the colors, the bodies, borders, and wicks. And click OK. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, so we've got these divergences that have not yet played out, and the higher the price gets, the more bearish things kind of look. A.M. Brown says, buy or sell? Well, let me flip a coin for you, buddy. Just kidding. A.M. Brown, maybe rewatch the stream. I did a lot of TA on BTC, a lot of TA on ETH, a lot of TA on XRP, XR Pizzle, the Ripple. So, I would not ask people in a YouTube chat what to do, but instead I would do some technical analysis. If you don't know how to do technical analysis, I would recommend you go to jasoncaspertrading.com, show in my own course, gain the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. This will basically, even if you've never traded before and you don't know anything about charts, this will help you out, man. I'm telling you, it's helped out a lot of people. It's not the most advanced course in the world, but it gives you the basics in a way that's easy to understand and in a way that will help you get on the right path so that you can continue to study technical analysis in the future and have a solid, successful foundation to start with. And the goal here is to teach you how to create your own trading strategy so that you'll know whether to buy or sell or do nothing, right? There are 3 possibilities. So yeah, check it out, jasoncaspertrading.com. Let me give you a 10% discount code in the Discord over here. I got one. If you join my free Discord, you can get it too. Let's see, right here. I'll pop it in the chat. Remember, guys, don't just copy and paste it. You might have to type it in. Okay, you might have to type it in. jasoncaspertrading.com. There's the code. Yeah. Adam, what confirmation would I be looking for to short on Ethereum? Well, let me show you. I'll show you what kind of confirmation I'd be looking to short on Ethereum. Now, first of all, Ethereum, keep in mind, guys, I've been getting confirmations, and it hasn't been working out in my favor, right? Okay, so this trade I took here, right, this Ethereum short trade, I mean, look at this confirmation, guys. We were getting the bearish divergence, the money flow crossing under, the momentum waves coming down below a strong support, which is also a Fibonacci level. And I'm like, man, I'm going to short this thing all the way down. Well, guess what? I shorted it. I hit one take profit, and then we immediately got a bounce up, and Ethereum went to the moon, as if Elon Musk himself blasted us through the Van Allen radiation belts all the way to Mars. Okay? But here's the thing. Again, I tried to short Ethereum, and this time there weren't that many confirmations, okay? This was honestly a gambly trade, right? I'm like, we're breaking out of a diamond. I'll short it because I was already in a long. The long's already up, quite a bit at the time. Quite a bit at the time. It was this same long I was in, right? This 66 in profit percent Ethereum trade, and I decided, let me go for the short. Boom, stopped out immediately. It was a joke. It was a joke. And then what do you know? We long Ethereum and blast off, outer space, Elon Musk, all that. So, just be careful shorting. But what would I be looking for? Well, I would be looking for us to come up to, one of these resistances. That's how I always trade. I would want to see us come up to this actual fib level here. This 3561-ish area level. Let me put back on my fib. Maybe I don't have it anymore here, guys. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't have it here. I want to see us get a nice clean rejection off of this level here, and then I would want to see on Market Cipher B. And here's the thing. It might not do that. But I'm saying for me, the only way I would short it is if we come up to this level of 3561, then we come down to the lower time frames, and we see a bearish divergence, the money flow crossing under, like this. This is exactly what I would see if I wanted to short Ethereum. We're coming up to the resistance, right? I would want to see the money flow starting to curve over on these lower time frames. Let me see if honestly, sometimes you got to use these really low time frames. I want to see money flow curving from the green into the red. I want to see a bearish divergence where we can see price is making higher highs consistently like this. Or, technically, I guess we could say this. And then the momentum is coming down like this. We see the divergence. We see the direction, the money flow, and the money flow crossing over. That's what I would be looking for. But here's the thing with these shorts is you also have to make sure that the higher time frames are also looking overextended, right? So you don't want to do that while the 4 hour is printing a green dot, okay? You don't want to do that while the 4 hour is printing a green dot. You want to do that if the 4 hour is looking like it's about to print a red dot, okay? The key is you look at the higher time frame, see what the higher time frame is looking like it's about to do, and then you go to the lower time frame and do what the lower time frame is doing. And you always got to wait till you get to one of your levels first. That's how I do it. Let's see. Guys, I'm going to have to cut the stream kind of soon, but I do have other strategies like the 24-4. I have the 55. I have some strategies that I talk about in the course. But yes, guys, I am actually going to have to cut this stream because I have some things to do today, and I apologize for that. But guys, FOMO into the like button. I do say one of these days I'm going to give away 0.1 BTC because if we can get one of these streams up to 3,000 likes during the stream, then I'll give away 0.1 Bitcoin, But shout out to everybody who's here. May the Lord bless you in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. and receive this blessing in Hebrew, the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yish marecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And if you want to know what that means in English, well, you can pull out your Bible, turn to Numbers chapter 6, verse 24. I pray that all of you are blessed in multiple ways and that the Lord will reveal himself to each one of you in a very personal way. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.